Well, hello everybody, and welcome to my video for my channel, Chronic Collector. This will be my first video because I have become finally inspired to view my collection. It's been halted for many years. When I was a kid, I used to collect them a lot, and in that box is a lot of my older kid stuff, but up on the table is a lot of my better stuff, and the case over there is a lot of the good stuff. But today I thought I'd show you guys a haul of the last week, although the ones in the center I found over the months, and that one I've had for a while. Mostly Greenlight and autoworld collectibles, but we also got some muscle cars. Yeah, I do have those. But we also got some Matchbox and the color changers, which I only have one of, but I'm not a huge fan of them, but we'll get into that. So, first off, I just want to say Greenlight is probably my favorite brand. It's a lot better. Johnny Lightning used to be wonderful, and I have a really good collection of Johnny Lightnings, mostly the old school ones. Like these. These are the old school Johnny Lightnings. Metal bottoms, rubber wheels, very good details. Almost every hood on every car popped open. You can see that nice colored motor, that blue block. Very good car, black top. This car is in played with condition. It's one of my cars from my childhood, but it is quite a nice car. Plus, you got those red line tires, and that reminds me of the old school Hot Wheels. But this car is a very detailed, very heavy, nice model to have in your collection. And I used to love this as a kid, and I'm surprised it's in still kind of good shape. I mean, it's not as good shape as these over here, but it deserves a spot in my collection. Look at that detailed underbody, or that underbody. Sorry about that. This is an unedited video, but that is a very detailed underside. It's something that Johnny Lightning has started to lack over the years. They just need to go back to making this older style Johnny Lightning. But anyway, I'm here to show you some of my Greenlights. These are actually autoworld cars here, and we'll get to that crushed one in a minute. The story on that. But this was my very first Greenlight, and I had this one as a kid. This one was my favorite for a long time. It's a long bed Dodge pickup truck, and you could tell it's seen some play. This wheel is really screwed up, but and I wish I didn't play with it as a kid, but it kind of has a little patina to it now. Looks like an old farm truck. Really doesn't look too bad. But they got some detailed undersides, and they remind me of the old Johnny Lightnings. And they're just so fun to collect. They're really coming out with some good stuff now, and I'm starting to buy cars again. And this was my recent haul. So, without further ado, let's move aside these two I just showed you. This is a Dodge Monaco, just like the Blues Brothers had. This is another Greenlight casting. Actually, a very detailed car. And I like it, it's a plain blue, and it's a really nice blue. I think it's a hint of metal flake in there. Yeah, definitely. Very real feeling car. Has the same wheels as my predecessor right here, the Dodge pickup. Same, almost like the same color scheme. Same wheels. Although these have moon center caps, and these, well, actually, yeah, they do. Didn't even realize that for a second. Is almost the same color, but this is not a metal flake. This is a typical flat. I mean, it's not flat, it's glossy. This right here, very detailed models. You can even see that they have transparent headlights put in there. Very detailed, transparent taillights. Even says Dodge right in the back. Just a wonderful model, and it's very heavy. This is a 1/64th scale model, and it is heavy. It's these are definitely not child models, but you can even tell like they have everything is in the right spot on this car. It's like I'm looking at the real car. Like, this casting is beautiful, and it rolls pretty well too. I mean, it rolls like a typical Johnny Lightning or a car of this. It's not like a Hot Wheels that rolls forever. I mean, it's got rubber wheels. It rolls good enough. It is a very nice casting. And they do still sell it. I haven't seen it lately in stores, but I bought this one about a year or two ago. And this one was loose in my collection for a while. I do like my loose cars, but I have some cars that I will not open up. I just hang on the wall. including the first treasure hunt I ever found for Hot Wheels, and I'll make another video for that one. Another one is this Greenlight Ford Explorer. I actually like the newer Ford Explorers. They've been around a while now, but the Greenlight's still pretty, it's not as detailed as the other one on their side, but you could tell it's definitely got that casting detail. They got those words, the name for it, licensing and whatnot. Greenlight stamped in there. Rubber wheels and those rims, those alloy rims, they did a wonderful job. They even got the little blue Ford center cap. What a nice car. This is an all-metal model too, the classic Greenlight. And Greenlights are worth the money. Totally worth the money. Everything about Greenlight, I just love it. Like, this model should have painted on, regular Matchbox would have, if it had taillights, they'd be painted on. But these are plastic. They're actually put in there. Beautiful. Moving on to our lawn mowing service van. Very detailed model. Very heavy. Got a metal underside. Very detailed on the underside as well. And it is missing the back bumper. This one was loose for a long time before I started, really realizing the value. It took me a while. I'm now 20 years old, but when I was younger, these were just my play toys. But I took care of them still. Pretty nice. These ones actually roll pretty well. Very well. Very good model to have in your collection. This is a much older Greenlight of mine, and this one has a painted engine bay as well as an opening hood to see that engine bay. Even have plastic pieces that they put inside there. Plastic pieces that would come off. But it's very, very detailed. Even the skinny white walls they have on there, black underside, rubber wheels, two-tone coloring. You do notice the plastic is coming up on the back. These are very, very valued models. Just got that heavy, old school miniature car feel to it. So now we're switching over from Greenlight. We have this autoworld station wagon, and it is a Ford. I don't know what model it is. It's been a while. Let's see. Usually would say on the bottom. I don't know if the camera's focusing in on that or not. Huh. Yeah, I guess it doesn't say. Or maybe it used to. But autoworld, they make some very nice models. I have noticed that their wheels they have been making on these older models, they have these very skinny wheels, and I don't really like that too much. I know it looks original. It's very nice how it looks so original, but I don't know if I care. It doesn't roll very well. I mean, these are adult models, so it doesn't really need to. But I would prefer if it did. This the hood does pop on this one. There you go. Very detailed engine bay on that one. Look at that. I mean, the whole motor is painted, so it's not just the block, but I mean, it's good enough. I love that wood siding. They really did very, very good detail on that paneling. I love paneling. Just love it on my real cars and these little cars. Wagons will always be my favorite miniature cars to collect. Even got a separate plastic rack up here. That's nice. It's separate. But then I found something at a local flea market that just made me really, really mad. This is a brand new autoworld station wagon. And somebody let their kid play with it, and it's crushed. Look at that. I mean, it's realistic. Definitely if it's upside down, I mean, that's pretty realistic, but it's just sad. They could have done it with something a lot older. A very detailed model just destroyed. Orange engine block. Skinny little tires. They are rubber, but just someone let their kid play with it, and man, they did a number on it. So I did buy it. It was 99 cents. Put it in my junk car collection. I have a set of crushed, whatever cars, just for background. And if you're playing Walking Dead or something like that, it works. You know, having a car upside down like that, it is realistic. That is very realistic. But it's just so sad that they use this model to do it. But I will, in the next video, we are going to open all of these. This is just showing you these smalls first. It's just so sad. But that wood paneling is pretty nice, although I feel like they could have been a little bit more detailed. It looks like a two-tone right now. You think they could have been as detailed as this. This is wood paneling with some more detail. This just looks like it had been painted on. Now this, I have no clue what this is. I mean, it feels very much like a Greenlight, but it's not. It feels like maybe even one of those John Deere cards that they sell at Walmart. But it's very detailed, very heavy. It's got a plastic underside, but it's very heavy casting. The hood opens on it. Very nice casting. Rubber wheels. It's got a place for a tow hitch, so you can haul giant campers and whatnot with it. Surprised it's not a dually, but it is very detailed. So I use it as a counterpart to the Greenlights and the autoworlds, and it is a very nice casting. The next one is I believe this is an autoworld semi-truck. And this one, I bought it used. It has seen someone threw it in a box at one point, and it's lost some of its stand, but it was, what a steal for Goodwill. That was in a Goodwill right there. Just shows that you can find some pretty nice things at Goodwill still. But it's all plastic. Yeah, but it's kind of heavy. It's not like a cheap plastic. It's very heavy. But the detailed thing is, and you see it doesn't stand up correctly. The really detailed piece, and this is metal here, except for the underside. The underside is plastic. This semi-truck, this old school semi-truck, it's a Dodge. Very detailed. Even the rims, look how detailed that is. It's a dually, like all semi-trucks. Just wonderful. No sleeper. They didn't do many sleepers back then. But just a wonderful casting. And can't believe it was at Goodwill. But next video we're going to be opening my haul there. And I can't wait. But I'm going to have to do some more camera positioning for that. But I hope you enjoyed this, my very first video. And I hope to get some subscribers. But I just want to, show my collection. So everybody have a good one.